When looking for the king of podcasts, you're at the wrong channel.
Well, excuse me!
Looking for good ideas for life? You're far from good hands.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
If you think the listener is always right, you're far from the right place.
Out of order! Even in the future, nothing works!
Hosted by a Northeasterner by birth, but a rebel by choice.
Are you threatening me?
If you want a host that floats between love and madness,
and we know the night is always gonna be here anyway. Thinking of you's working up my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight.
then play on and listen to Crazy Train Radio.
All right, guys, listen to this blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
Within the gaming world, there are your general gamers, but then there are those that enjoy the dark underbelly of gaming. If you're one of those that enjoy the dark underbelly of gaming, we certainly got the place to send you. Scorpion Lair Games. That's right, Scorpion Lair Games is the creators of the true crime hit Killers, the card game. Let's not forget they also have Killers Clothing Company, their profiler game, and things like the 5-Minute Murder channel on YouTube. And we certainly can't forget the new book that is certainly a hit, Beyond the Headliners, True Crimes, Myths, and Legends. Make sure you visit Jeff and the Scorpion Lair Games on Facebook and everywhere today.
What's up, guys? This is Amanda McCarthy, and you're listening to Crazy Train Radio.
Hey folks, it's your least favorite host in the podcast world, Croc, Jonathan Steele. And boy, do we have a good one for you today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this next guest is a rising star in the pop country scene and is certainly ready to spill the tea, or in this case, vodka, with her latest single, Vodka.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
She has been known for her candid lyrics and infectious melodies as she dives headfirst into the chaotic confusions that flow freely when vodka is in the mix, or any other alcohol, mind you. Let's welcome Amanda McCarthy.
Welcome to prime time!
Amanda, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Right on. So, let's go ahead and start with vodka. Now, mind you, and I guess this is a good thing. I don't know the full story, but yeah, that may be true. Things may spill out with when one is drinking, but apparently you don't drink anymore. Is that correct?
I don't, for a variety of reasons. Not every alcohol was as bad as vodka, but that was definitely, we all have that downfall liquor, and that one was mine.
So, how has been the response for the song so far?
It's been very well received. I was definitely nervous about it because it's kind of just like, super open and honest and kind of goes to a different level of honesty. But I think people have really enjoyed that and thought it was funny, which I hoped they would. And I feel like I've kind of finally been hitting that musical spot I've been trying to get to for years. It's like it's country, but produced like rock. And I feel like it's really representing me in a solid way for the first time in a while.
Right on. So, what I'm going to do is put Vodka right here. The song version, not the alcohol, folks.
Vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Better call the Surgeon General. Woman like me need a warning label. 'Cause when I'm drinking Tito's or Grey Goose, my lines are growing blurry and my lips are growing loose. One white Russian and I'm rushing to tell you my life story, even if it leaves me blushing. I'll cover all my bases about the times I dated bassists, my baby daddy drama, and my pent-up high school trauma. Vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Tipsy makes me risky with the tales I couldn't ever tell my mom, but I won't keep these secrets very long, 'cause vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Might tell that guy I wrote him 5 songs, or tell unsuspecting strangers about the girls that I've had crushes on. I'm never one to kiss and tell, but screwdrivers and all-nighters just don't pair well. Vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Tipsy makes me risky with the tales I couldn't ever tell my mom, but I won't keep these secrets very long, 'cause vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Rum makes me dumb and gin makes me sit, but there's only one liquor that'll really do me in. Vodka makes me vodka Vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Tipsy makes me risky with the tales I couldn't ever tell my mom, but I won't keep these secrets very long, 'cause vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. Vodka makes me talk about the things I shouldn't. I know I really shouldn't. Vodka makes me talk.
Coming out of Vodka, obviously you hear how it fearlessly explores the unpredictable truth that come out of few too many drinks once in a while. Definitely enjoyed the song, but there was a little tie-in, if I read this right, because we know I usually use picture books to read, so big words can be troublesome for me. But with this song and everything else like that, it's a revealing place for you in different communities and dishing out the baby daddy drama, high school drama, but you do everything in a fun way. So where did the development of the song come from, and from where the ideas started popping to where we're at now?
So the song actually kind of started as an inside joke between me and my friends. Well, everyone kind of knew about my history with vodka, but in as far as forming the song goes, we had this friend in our friend group who was like really attractive, and I was like, I'm not allowed to drink vodka around him because we're all just going to end up telling him that. So it kind of became an inside joke in that regard. And then, he, having no idea, would try to offer me vodka, and I was like, no, I'm not allowed to drink that. So it was kind of an inside joke amongst everyone else. And then I was actually in a period of sobriety at that time anyway, or right around that time I started one. It was kind of more like a trial at the time, but I was trying not to drink. And I started writing vodka, and I was like, okay, well, I can't finish this until I'm drinking again, because I thought that I needed the alcohol to like break down that wall and really release the vodka stories. And it turns out I did. And the song just kind of came to me very, very naturally, sober. And it all started from that inside joke.
Nice. So obviously, on the professional side of things, you are, or I should give you commands, or I don't know what, it's one of those days, but I definitely think it's amazing what you're doing, because instead of giving up from a musical standpoint and settling down for the traditional 9 to 5, you have gone on to make a living out of music with averaging 300 shows a year, both solo, with the band, the whole 9 yards, which will have links to everything, to all versions of this. But what made you, because it's a tough deal, whether it's podcasting or music or the arts of any kind, that not having that guaranteed paycheck every week. So what made you persist to where you are now, to where you could say, all right, my rent's paid, I'm eating, all that fun stuff?
So I actually ended up dropping out of college because I realized that you could make money playing shows at bars. And, I wasn't really thinking about my future and like super financial stability, but I was like, oh, I could work my job at Burger King, or I could do this. And it wasn't very long later that I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter. But I feel like that actually helped me a lot, because I was like, oh my God, if I'm going to do this, I need to do it now. And her whole pregnancy, I pretty much solidified my career. I made sure to get in with the booking agents in my area who booked the better paying gigs. I got my website together. I got my first album out, because I did not want to be an unmarried mom working at Burger King. I wanted to do something that was going to make me money and be flexible. So pretty much her whole pregnancy was me kind of lighting the fire and getting my career ready to go. And I definitely had help along the way from family, but I really honestly credit my, at the time, unborn daughter for making me go, I need to do this now, and I need to get it going.
Well, now born daughter, thank
Yes.
you very much. How old is she now?
She is going to be 10.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Where's the time go? Don't it? It's amazing, isn't it?
It's insane. I released Vodka on the 10-year anniversary of that first EP that I released when I was pregnant. And it just so happened to fall on the same day. So I've been thinking a lot about, what 10 years ago looked like versus my life now.
What's she think of what mom does for a living with music?
She thinks it's really cool. My husband, who's not her dad, but he's my drummer. He's also a musician. Her uncle, my brother, is a musician. So it's always been around her. So she thinks it's cool, but it's also just like normal to her.
That's her normal. That, oh, mom and dad, they go play music, whatever, and cool. All is good. So
yeah.
So there was a rumor, because you are from the Northeast as well, and there was a little rumbling that you may have ran into some guy named Steven Tyler at a local bar. So, what was that like? Was he surrounded with like bodyguards and all that kind of stuff, or was it just very low key when you ended up seeing him?
It was extremely low key. It was in the Lake Sunapee region, which is where he's from. So to them, he's just a local guy. They don't bother him. They don't go crazy over him. And I think he knows kind of when to go to restaurants to avoid the crowds. I think it would have been a much different story if it were like in Boston, but up there, he's just another guy who is from there. And he came in towards the end of my gig, and there were not many people in the restaurant. And there was no bodyguard, but he was also dressed like exactly how you see Steven Tyler in pictures is how he was dressed. He wasn't like in normal people clothes. He was dressed like
Steven, you know?
Yeah.
Did he have a chance to actually hear the end of your set from the music standpoint, or?
Yes, so he actually walked in during what was supposed to be my last song. It was Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And he just kind of came in and he gave me this overwhelming gaze, like in a way that only Steven Tyler could. It was like he was like looking into my soul. And I finished my song and he gave me a quick clap and he went to sit down. And then I kind of sat there for 30 seconds. Now here's where the story is really funny and where it sounds like too good to be true, but this is really how it happened. Earlier that day, I was driving up with my husband. We weren't married yet, but and we were, like joking, like, oh, we're going to Steven Tyler land. Like, what if he ever walked in? Like, we were joking. And, my husband had asked me, like, if he ever walked in, what Aerosmith song would you sing for him? And I was picturing like a band show where I was like, oh, I'd sing Mama Kin, no problem. But, he really did walk into this little bar where I was just me and a guitar. And I was like, no, I need to play Angel for him. And I just sat there for a minute and I was like, if I don't do this, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. So I did one more song and I played Angel. And then I didn't go bother him. I just went to sit down. But he ended up coming over later to talk to me and meet me.
Nice. And how would you say your version of Angel is?
Definitely a little slower. I remember I wasn't feeling well that day, so I kind of did it in a lower key. But it was just a more chill Amanda acoustic style. It wasn't supremely different, but different enough.
Nice. So obviously we are talking on Tuesday the 2nd here. And obviously the reason I reference it is we got 4th of July and all coming up. So what is the rest of the summer look like for you professionally? Are we taking time off to hang out with the kiddo because of school being off? What's our next few months look like?
I'm definitely still working, but I feel like I've been doing a lot more like later nights, like where she's gone to bed already. I've really been revamping my schedule lately for a variety of reasons. One, to spend more time with her, and two, to just take better care of myself because I'm a workhorse. I'm a yes person. I find I'll take on every single gig and the money can be great, but then I'm just so run down and stressed. And I've just really been trying to put a focus on scaling back a bit and realizing that it's a step forward, even if it feels like I'm doing less.
Totally get that. So obviously you can check out Amanda through Facebook, Instagram, her website at amandamccarthy.com. Have links for all that. Obviously you heard Vodka here, but Amanda, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you for having me.
Hey there, Friday fans. We know how much you enjoy the movies. Enjoy grabbing your Friday merchandise in interacting with the Friday family, whether it be at conventions or during our particular watch-alongs. Well, when you're looking to get yourself masks, why not check out our friends over at Camp Blood Customs out of New York State and order your specific custom mask from any of the films. All orders are made specifically. Your needs and wants are. Make sure you find Camp Blood Customs on Facebook, Instagram, and all over social media and order yours today.
Greetings, citizens. I'm Pierre Robert, and you are listening to Crazy Train Radio. Now, don't get too crazy.